Hey yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video. Sorry if you heard the mic move a little bit there. I just realized as I started talking that it was too far away from my face. So in this video, I'm going to be coming at you guys with 5 things that you're going to need to keep in mind when you're making your build when it comes to NBA 2K20. Now a lot of people are just going to hop in and just grab whatever positions they're thinking about doing and just go into it. But I have 5 things that when you're going to make your build, you're probably going to want to keep in mind. They're kind of just random here, but obviously number 1, you're going to have to think about your playstyle. Obviously it comes into hand when you're choosing your skill breakdown, but you're really going to keep in mind what you want to do. For example, I have a power forward right here, and obviously if I want to shoot, I'm going to go with more of a stretch option, but there are also options like this right here where I have kind of a playmaking stretch, so I can still play make a little bit. My speed might be a little bit higher. There we go. That's what I was trying to think of. My ball control is okay and stuff like that. As you can see, it'd be worse if I was a pure, but it's really not too big of a difference. And obviously if you guys want to be all around offense, you can go with this one right here. So really just play style, keep that in mind of what you are wanting to do. For this one, I'm gonna go with some fun and go stretch. So basically I'm a pure stretch big, and again play style is going to come big in here, but you're always going to want your player as fast as possible unless it was that glass skinner video that I have coming out right before this. Next, these go hand in hand, these 2 tips, and it is badge placement and badges. What I mean by badge placement is you can see over in the bottom right hand corner it says badge upgrades. When you add things to something, see I'm adding to finishing here, and didn't do it yet. Okay, there we go. Badge goes up from 1 to 2. So basically the more you put into each category, obviously the more badges you can unlock. Like I can quickly throw stuff in here and boom, I get 30 shooting badges. So what I'm getting at is in my glass cleaner, I think I put things in a way that might confuse a few of you guys. And you can see if I move this one down right here, I'm at 13, I put it up 1, and now I'm at 14. I put things meticulously in a way so that I was just barely at that badge placement. So if you already have everything you need and you're a lot over on one thing that you don't want, but you were doing it just to get badges, you can move it down. For example, let's say I was okay with getting 8 badges, but I can knock it down a few to right there at 73, and now I can keep the 8 badges but still have 3 extra upgrades that I can throw into another place that I feel like I was weak in and I need some things in. Obviously that's definitely something that I'm going to want to do. Let me fix this because I really don't want my post hook that high for my stretch or my post and moves. Playmaking's nice, but I don't want it that high. Let me get my steal up a little bit and some rebounding. I like that. Drop that down, and I guess I'll add back to playmaking. So let's say I'm happy with this and I want to go in. I've already done everything I needed to do. Now I have some badges that I'm going to have. I can obviously think about them as I'm going. We're gonna go with a built build. Obviously you're going to want to choose height, but one thing that you really have to consider when you're doing the height, weight, and wingspan are the non-shown factors. What I mean by non-shown factors is things that are going to happen in game that aren't necessarily something that are going to pop up just on stats. Like at 7 foot, you can see the rebounding doesn't change at all. But if you think about it, if you're taller and have a longer wingspan, you're probably more likely to get more rebounds. That's just how it works. So you're really going to have to think of it that way. Weight, it only changes interior defense, I think strength and acceleration. Maybe your vertical a little bit too, yeah. So it doesn't change your speed at all. But think about it. I mean, just those few points of strength definitely can mean getting back down in the post a little bit different. So if you're a big man, you might, want to change that. And if you're a guard, it might not matter to you at all. Maybe that higher acceleration and vertical are really important to you and you really need them. So that's a factor you might want to think about when you're going in. Obviously for me, this is just, dummy build, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just go with 220, and I want it to be We'll go 6'9". I think that'll work. Wingspan, obviously, it changes a lot. You can see right here, your steal, ball control, post moves, mid-range, and three-point are all affected by the change of wingspan. So obviously the biggest thing that people are going to be looking at is their three-pointer changing. Typically, if you want to shoot better, you're going to have your wingspan lower. If you're a slash, you're probably going to have it longer because you're going to want to dunk over people, and that is something that they don't tell you. 2K19, or 2K Lab, sorry, NBA2K Lab actually went in and they checked out what happened if you had a longer wingspan and you were able to finish better despite not getting better ratings. So that's something that you're not going to be able to see when you're on these screens, but something that is definitely going to have a big factor on you later in game. Obviously, I'm a stretch. I'm probably not going to be going inside too much, so I want a shorter one. Takeover, it really goes back to the playstyle part. Again, I'm a stretch. I want to shoot. That's what I'm going to pick. I'm not going to complete this build because, actually, you know what? I'm going to complete this build because if you, quick tip, if you delete all of the players in your storage, they just go away and you can restart completely. So do that. So you can see we're like Tobias Harris and all Rudy Gay, somebody else, Lino Gallinari, I think it was. So then after you've done all of this, overall progression is something that you also are going to want to look at. Now, the way that it shows here is that each one you have a predetermined unlock, but that's not how it is. Mike Wang has actually told us that up to 95 overall, we get to pick what we upgrade and where it goes to. So for example, you can see my three-pointer at 99 goes to 94. I could be an 80 and still have that 94 open shot 3 because I picked to upgrade that all the way, but it also means that maybe my steal is still at that 29, for example. So looking at it that way, think about it that way because it doesn't tell you right here, but that's something that you're definitely going to want to know going into it. But when you're testing, you're probably going to want to have a 99 to see what the pinnacle of your player is. And badges, easy. In my personal opinion, badges are the biggest thing that make or break your build, which is why I focused so heavily on badges with a lot of my build. I have the perfect build. I have not made a video on it, and I don't think I will because I want to keep this one secret, but this build is so crazy. With this, obviously, I'm a stretchman. I'm gonna want gold catch and shoot. I've been having range extender, Hall of Fame, and quick draw Hall of Fame on like all of my sharp builds. Like it's just a necessity. Steady shooter, like absolutely insane. I actually haven't been using green machine. It doesn't seem very effective. If it's proven that it is, I might have to change that. But so far, it hasn't seemed like I needed it. Tireless shooter is one thing that I have not actually gone with, but I feel like might be nice. We'll put on Deadeye and Slippery off ball. Actually, just for some fun, let me knock that down. Put both there. So yeah, those are just some things that you're going to want to think about. One of the most OP badges, in my opinion, just for the simple fact that it makes you faster without having a higher speed rating, is downhill. I mean, if I could have this Hall of Fame and all my badges, I would. You go so much faster speed with ball with this badge. It's absolutely crazy. Like, I would have it bronze on every build no matter what. I don't care who you are. I want that. Break starter. Let me throw that. And there's really not anything I want to do quick first step because, I'm cheesy. And we'll just put on clamps for fun. So if you guys wanted a free stretch big build, there you go. It's probably not too great. I didn't really look at it too hard or try too hard with it. Just something for some fun. So let me know what you guys thought about these quick tips and if they've helped you in making your builds. I want you guys to all have killer builds and go into the park, pro-am, and anything that you decide to use your build on, killing it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, found it super informative. I try to be as helpful as I can in all these videos. Like the video if you guys did enjoy. I think I already told you what to comment. If not, just tell me how much you love me. And subscribe if you guys are new on that road to 1.3K. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video.